You are attending computer coding class.
Welcome. Today we will learn how to use map function in Python pandas. The map function executes a specified function for each item in an iterable. The item is sent to the function as an parameter. Just watch the syntax of map function. It has two parameters. First one is function and second one is iterables. Here function means any function you want to execute for each and every item of the iterables. Here iterable means a sequence or collection. Collections or sequence means any list, dictionary like this. This is the list of function which we can apply in map functions. First one is any user defined function, any built-in function, any class, methods and lambda functions you can apply. This is the list of iterables on which we can apply any function, that are list, tuple, dictionary, series, sets, arrays like this. Map function works on element wise. It only defines on series. You cannot use map function on data frame. If you will work on data frame, then you can only work on any row or column of the data frame. It returns only series objects. So if you want to print it, then you will have to convert this series object into iterables. So in conclusion, map function is used for transformation of the iterables. It takes two arguments. First one is a function and second one is an iterable. It loops over each item of an iterables and apply the transformation function to it. Then it returns a map object that stores the value of the transformed item. Let's understand the working of map function in practical session. First of all, we will create a list with some elements. Next, we will create a user defined function named doubles. This function will square each element of the list. The parameter of this function is whole list. It is a user defined function. In this function, first we will create a blank list named y. Then we will read x by using for loop, and then we will square the value of x and append this new squared value to our blank list y. At last we will return this new list y. Now we will call this function. Here calling and printing in a single statement. So here we will write print, and in print we will calling our function. Now we will run the program. In run you can see we have square each and every element of our list without using a map function. This is a general function. Next we will use map function for squaring each and every element of the list. For this, first of all, we will create a new function named doubles. This function will square only a single item at a time. So here we will just write return x multiply x. Here the parameter is only one element and it is returning also only one element. Map function is applied element wise. Now we will call our map function. We will write map, and in parameter we will pass two parameters. First one is our new user defined function doubles, and second one is our iterable list. And then we will print m. Here m is a map object. Directly you cannot print m, it will only show the location. Then we will have to convert this map object into a list or any other iterable. Now we will run the program. You can see map object location as well as the square of our list element by using map function. This is the first example where we are using a user defined function in map function. Now in place of user defined function, we will apply lambda function in map function for squaring each element of the list. So in map we will pass lambda function and the iterable. Here we will write lambda x and then column and then write x multiply x. This is the lambda function, comma our iterable, that is the LST. Here lambda function is working on element wise. It takes only one element as a parameter and then square it and return to our list. Now we will run the program, and here you can see it just square every element of our list. This is the second example of map function. Now in third example, we will create a list with some string. Here we will use built-in function for calculating the size of every string in list. Here we will use map function for calculating the length of each and every string. First of all, we will create a user defined function myLen and pass an element x. Next, by using len function, we will calculate the size of this string x and return it. Now we will apply map function on it. We will write map and in bracket we will pass our function mylen and iterable list, and then convert this m into a list and then run the program. You can see here it is just showing the size of all three strings Ram, Mohan and Sohan. First size is 3, second size is 5 and third size is 5. Now we will use lambda function for calculating the length of string. In map function we will write lambda space x colon len x. Here we are using directly inbuilt function len in our map function. Here we are not using any user defined function. We are using inbuilt function len for calculating the length of the string. It will work same as previous user defined function. It is showing the size of every string. Now in fifth example, we will create a dictionary and apply map function on that dictionary. First of all, we will create a dictionary. Dictionary is always enclosed with curly braces. It has two parts. First one is key and second one is actual value. You can access any value by using that key. Here we are creating a dictionary named DICT1 that has 4 values 1, 2, 3, 4 and its keys are Ram, Mohan, Sohan and Vinay. If you want to access any value, then you will have to use its key in bracket. Here I am accessing first value and run the program. You can see it is showing 1. It means by using key Ram you can print first value. For printing second value you will have to use key Mohan. Now we are printing the keys of our dictionary. So here I am using a for loop. These are the 4 keys Ram, Mohan, Sohan and Vinay. You can also print the whole dictionary. This is whole dictionary. Now I will create a user defined function doubles that will double the values of dictionary DICT1. This is the definition of our function doubles. Here parameter is whole dictionary. Now we will access the keys of our dictionary by using for loop. And then we will just double the values of our dictionary. At last we will return our new dictionary with double values. Next we will call the function doubles. We will pass our dictionary as an exact argument. Run the program and here you can see we have doubled the value of our dictionary by using a user defined function. Next we will apply map in dictionary. Now for map function I am creating a new user defined function that's name is also doubles. Here we will doubles only a single element of our dictionary. Here we are passing a single value and it is returning just the double of that value. In this function I am passing D. D is the element of dictionary that include both key and actual value. Here D0 is showing the key and D1 is showing the actual value. By using this script we can access the keys and actual values of our dictionary, and then we just double the value of our dictionary and then return the whole dictionary element. It is also called a series. Now we will call our function in map and second argument is our iterable, that is the dictionary's element. So here we will write dict1 dot items. Items show the iterable items. Now we will print our new value, or we can say object, that is m, and we convert that m into dictionary by using dict. And after running you can see we have just doubled the values of our dictionary by using map function. Now we will perform the same operation by using lambda function. We will pass lambda function in our map function. So we will write m equal to map and in parentheses we will pass lambda function and iterable. In lambda function, we will use x as an element of dictionary. Here each element is an series. Same, x0 is showing the key and x1 is showing the value of our dictionary element, and then we just double the dictionary element, and second argument is dictionary dot items. Next we will run our program. x0 is showing Ram and x1 is showing 1. When we run the program, you can see here we have doubled the actual value by using map function, where we pass two functions. First one is user defined and second one is lambda. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe our YouTube channel Computer Coding Class.